What is up, Mystic Nation, Fire Nation? Welcome back to the channel for one more video. And as I promised, here is chapter 278 of Black Clover, the review, of course, called title Undying Bodies. And I gotta tell you, that color page, it's amazing. Amazing. Vanica, yes. I mean, it has Xenon and Dante, but Vanica, you know what I mean? Yeah. So this chapter, we start out with this chapter with Jack slicing up Dante. Now, of course, Dante's all nonchalantly saying, "Your magic has an effect on me."
So I forgot to mention how Morris has heightened his ability to heal, and I'm referring to Dante. I forgot that
as we see by the scar that he has there.
Yes, that's what he says after Jack slices him up.
And that's one of the funny things about Asta's sword now, about the Yami's katana, the Demon Slasher katana, is that it can actually cut. If you know, because that's the one thing that we were saying, oh, you have swords but they don't cut. Now he actually has a sword that cuts, and it's called the Demon Slasher katana. So we have to see how he's gonna use that, because while they were fighting Dante, and I mean Yami and Asta, when they were fighting Dante, it might have foreshadowed Dante's death is only doable by cutting off his neck. So, you know, that might be Asta's job now, to cut his neck. And you might be, and that will actually be the first death of Asta's by Asta's hands. Of course, you know, he killed Sagre, but Sagre was a devil. He wasn't like possessing a human or anything, but this time he's killing an actual human, although human, you know, don't know yet if he's an actual human. So that happened, and you know, and Nacht was saying, as you know, as I figure, we can do nothing against this man. I can do nothing against this man. We need to rely on Jack's magic. However, will Jack be able to attack through gravity? And that was one of the things that we as the fans were wondering ourselves when we saw the matchups. Can Jack do anything against gravity magic? You know, we saw that Nacht can do something with his devil. He calls Lotos once Dante does the presence of the Demon King gravity magic, and he calls the devils Lotos. That's the second name we got of out of his 4 devils, so that's 2 devils out of 4. First one being Modello and the second one being Slotos. Slotos seems like a defensive type, because that's what he basically does. He called the Devil Union Mode Ekus. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. You guys let me know how to pronounce it. And the characteristic of it is toughness, so it is a defensive type of devil, and that transformation looks amazing. I love it. I mean, sure, we knew that he had multiple demons, multiple devils. I don't know, should I call it demons, devils? No. So we don't know what other 2 devils' names are, or what they're based on, because we know that Gimodello is like an attack form, Slotos is a defense form. So could another devil be a long distance mode, and then the other one close quarters? Because Modello would count as the close distance. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm rambling on. Let's continue on with this review, guys. Darn it. We see the Nacht can protect against himself. You know that he can trade blows with Dante, which is surprising. And we noticed that Dante can use his body magic. You know, he didn't like to use it when he was fighting against Yami. That's why he told Yami, "I don't like to use my body magic. I look ugly. I don't like it. It's not beautiful." And now he just used it nonchalantly like it was nothing. So that shows some character growth on himself there. Like, you know, he sees a threat, basically, especially because he's another devil. And he wondered himself, the Clover King has another devil user aside from the anti-magic kid. So it seems like they really don't know anything about the Clover Kingdom, while the Clover Kingdom knows everything about them. So that they're a little bit more of a disadvantage there, which is why they have the upper hand now. But once everything turns back, that Darkrai will have the upper hand. So we get to see a little flashback of Jack's backstory. We get to see in his father. Seems to be Robin Hood. Yes, Mystery Jack, Nicer Hood. I mean, I guess that would be the name, right? Mystery Jack, Nicer Hood, because he seems like a nice guy. He was a commoner and a hunter, and he told Jack, "Don't hunt anything that is stronger than you." And I guess, you know, he really didn't try to fight against the bear that killed him, because we can see that the claws are on his back, you know, and then Jack just goes after him and kills the bear. And after Jack kills the bear, he says, "Oh, I guess I become Magic Knight," which is funny actually, because if you think about it, by him killing the bear, he's proving his father wrong and himself as well. Just because we're commoners doesn't mean that we shouldn't fight against stronger opponents, stronger enemies. You know, he compared himself against the mantis, which we see it there. And before Jack's father gets killed, we see a praying mantis being killed by a bird. You know, that's basically the personification right there, showing it to us that even if you hunt small animals, you're still a small fry yourself, and another animal can just come and kill you, just like happened to Jack's father. Which is why Jax is so, you know, he wants to become so strong in that regard, in that sense, that he likes to slash everything, and that's all he says. He says, I would like to slash everything to ribbons. And so we kind of see a transformation for Jack. I don't know if it's a transformation to say specifically, because we don't really get a name of it. We just see the Jack's blades start coming out from everywhere in his body, and that helps him cut gravity magic faster, or adapt to gravity magic a lot faster than he normally would, because we see that he can finally cut Dante at the end of it. And we see that Dante actually goes to 80% once Nax blocks the attack, saying, hey, I'm talking to the captain here on that image. We see that Dante goes to 80% because we see that his face gets all dark and everything, his body gets more darker. And you know, that happened because of the malice that Nax showed. So it seems like by any little show of malice that you show Dante, he just goes off. He's like, that's what turned his on, basically. He just goes off on that. And yeah, so that's basically it for the chapter. I mean, I don't know if I'm forgetting anything in that regard, because I talked about the Jack flashback, his form, Nax devil. Yeah, that was basically it. There's not really a lot to say with this chapter. Like, you know, it was more action based and there's more flashback, but the flashback can be easily dissected. And that was about it. If you guys like the content, subscribe to the channel for more. Turn on the notification bell to be notified when I upload any videos. I'll do another video, you know, tomorrow probably, saying like, you know, my predictions from chapter 279 and on. But I'll see you guys and gals next time. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you guys and gals tomorrow. Peace.